Hello guys, how's it going? Whitestorm here, and today we're playing World of Tanks, and I've got two replays to show you today. Both of them are replays where I die, and it seems a bit strange to be putting what may be considered as failures on my channel. But I think these are really important kind of areas to note. And first of all, you'll see me here in a tier 8 stock tank almost. I've got the upgraded gun to the first gun, not the dustbin hurler, but it's the 102 mil gun, and this is a bloody big gun, and it'll drop down some pretty big damage. And here you can see the kind of position that I've decided to take on Valley, Sacred Valley that is, and I'm trying to use my frontal plate angled slightly so that I can deflect anything, giving some support to the heavy tanks that are just in front. But as you can see, there will be significant numbers of enemy tanks that are basically just going to push and destroy our 110, our Object 252U Defender, and the other tank that you can see in the far distance. So I decide to pick on that KV-4, hurling, what do we got, 332 damage twice now into his side portion of his tank, and he is apparently, by the looks of it, trying to get flanking shots, trying to come round, and I am taking up quite an interesting position here, and that's another 329 damage done to him, and he takes another one for 519, and he is severely down low on health. I then decide to take out another shot on that T10, knocking him down significantly, and we're now up to 1300 damage. There we go, we've put another one into the Panther 88 and do a tracking shot at the same time, and he is very unhappy with his gameplay. I then put another one into that T10, doing a low roll of 274, but I know that my time is done, and I know it's just a matter of time, so I try and get a bit more damage in, and we end up with 2,179 from this. And as you can see from this next part of the replay, this is how they take me out, all by myself, last tank left, and we do actually win this game, guys, but I'm not going to show you the win. There's no point. The point has been made. I held them all up long enough with the other three heavies that were in front of me, and we managed to sort them right out. Now then, the next game I am going to show you is me in my tier 8 Object 252U Defender, and this time I'm going to do over 4k damage. And guys, just watch how much damage I block. So I spot quite early on the Panzer 58 Mutz on the far side of the right side to aim my gun at him, but do not take a shot. There's no shot there, and I notice, continuing on, that the J Panther 2 is up on the hill, ready and ripe for some shooting. He takes a few big guns to the bottom of him there, and there he is, ready, and somebody takes him out just as I aim. Gah. But not to worry, we put one decent shot into him for 460, altogether a good shot. And this Lover has showing me his side and his lower plate very kindly, so we pop in another big shot, quite a decent roll for 489 damage, and he's continuing on trying to get position, hoping that he has the hit points, and therein I put in another 444 damage. And we begin to have a look. I can't reload in time, or I'd have taken a shot there. And so far we're up to 1393 damage. We put another one in, but it bounces. But we've ricocheted absolutely everything that's come our way so far. That's the one shot for 320 from the Lover. And we try the shot one more time, hoping to get him tracked or locked into position, and somehow he connects. And I think that's probably gone into my lower plate, but not to worry. So, using this noob IS-6 premium player, I decide to try and use him for cover whilst I load my gun, and I get shot again. 321 damage. Bad times. Unlucky me. But not to worry, because now I've decided enough is enough. I'm not playing with him. I'll deal with him in a moment, because there is a 110 on the other side showing me his side armor, and I decided to put one in to the ground in front of him. Bad times. Russian accuracy. Salin was definitely not. And there is a Hellcat putting 240 blocked damage onto my scales there. And I look at the notifications there to see whereabouts roughly it is that the Hellcat, and I try and make a guess. I try and blind fire, and I do not connect. He must be using that ridge very, very effectively. This time I choose another bush, and he tries to ricochet me again, and he does, and now I'm up to 1280 blocked. But not to worry, I'm spotted, obviously, but the Löwe is then in front of the IS-6 there, so I decide to leave him alone and look for a decent shot and get the kill on the T. It's not a T, it's a 110. He is destroyed. Now I've still got the problem with that Löwe. He is definitely going to be a 2-shot for me. So I'm going to try and get position. I'm going to try, and he ricochets. He does a bit of critical damage, but I get the shot. Somebody else must have put one in there too. Happy days. And now we're up to 1900 damage. Doing pretty well, pretty confident we can hold this side. I'm not that bothered by that little Hellcat. He can ricochet me all day. I aim, hopefully, come on, and no, I spoon it in front of him on the hill. So I decide, bugger that, I'm not standing there wasting all of my ammo. I'm just going to move on. So hopefully, using the ridge, I can get some distance and some earthworks between me and the Hellcat, not have to worry, and then I spot this Tiger 2. This Tiger 2's got 1000 juicy hit points for me to take out, and there is what looks like a Canonum Jägerpanzer. So, aiming for the upper cupola, I put in another shot for 472, bringing my total up to 2415, and I begin to wait to reload, hoping that the shell of that dead tank in front of me, that T110, I keep saying T, that 110 in front of us, is going to shield me for a little moment. Oh wait, I've got the shot now. Have I got the shot? I noticed that that Canonum Jägerpanzer is coming around the side of me, so I have to worry a little bit about that. I take the hit, bring him another 413 onto the damage scale for me, and he is left as a one-shot with only 170 hit points remaining. I know that I can take a shot from him, so I go in and take the shot from him. He just destroys a track. Happy days. The Hellcat is bouncing me, but he is very nicely destroyed. I don't have a shot on that Hellcat, but he is ricocheting me. I'm not too fussed, and I am getting a little bit squitsy here as that Panzer comes in round and attempts to kill me, but he's been tracked, he's been hit, and I ram in for the kill. 38 damage done. Happy days. Now up to 3438 damage that we've observed. Now then, we've got the juicy prospect of this T26E4 Super Pershing premium tank. Very tough cookie with his riot shield and double plated armor at the front. He's going to be very difficult, so I go in for the tracking shot and decide no, go for that rim. It was just showing and I missed. That riot shield absorbs it, whilst that British anti-tank comes in and gets taken out because he showed his side armor to that, I presume, the Hellcat. I'm not sure, it could be the, I don't know what it could be actually, I can't see. I think it is the Hellcat. The AT-15 gets done. I take another one. I've blocked 3,520 now thanks to that Hellcat. I'm down to 145. Probably a one-shot for this guy. And I've got 3,800 and... Now that I've died, guys, I may as well tell you, I've got 4,250 damage. He beat me. He killed me. Never mind. But guys, mistakes were made, but I've enjoyed that one. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.